Hello everyone, my name is Kamara and welcome to Rooted Futures Tarot and Spirituality. I'm a psychic medium channeling and working with my ascended teachers, ancestors, and spirit guides. I created this channel to help the collective around issues of love, relationships, career, and general well-being. Also know that most of my messages are for a broad collective, and so please only take what resonates and works for you. I also have a channel that is growing in popularity on TikTok, which allowed me to create this channel. So I give thanks to anyone who's been following me on TikTok and who has migrated over here to YouTube for more extended readings. I really appreciate you. If you're just joining me new for the first time, please take a moment to subscribe to this channel and also click that bell so that you get notified when I upload new videos. In the meantime, any information about working with me personally will always be in the description box below, and please know that I don't reach out to anyone directly to solicit readings. So take care. Okay, honeys, let's move on with the reading. Giving thanks and calling in our one creator. Giving thanks and calling in all of our ascended teachers, ancestors, and spirit guides who sit at the feet of that creator to this reading so that we can receive the channeled message in truth and clarity. And we give thanks for your assistance, for your guidance, most of all for your love. So hey honeys, let's start with Spirit's opening message. Let's see what the opening energy is. I hope you all are doing well. It's a little bit hot today. I had the fan on, but it makes this background noise, so I'm just gonna ask for a little temperature regulation too from Spirit. Okay, so Spirit, thank you for your guidance. What's the opening energy? That's interesting. That card got flipped over, but Spirit is saying to take it. We have the Six of Wands. Page of Wands in reverse. And King of Swords in reverse. Devils at the bottom of the deck. Okay, somebody I get with this Six of Wands, it's upright, but they're celebrating too soon. Someone is celebrating too soon. It's if they wanted to just hurry up and get it done. Like they already knew they were going to be the champion. They already knew they were going to win. But there's something about them being a little hasty. Yeah, and I mean it's interesting because they're also in a King of Swords energy that's in reverse, meaning this is someone who likes to manipulate the truth. This is someone who really thinks a lot about their intellect. They really believe in their genius. But you know, this can also be someone who's pretty ruthless when it comes to their competition, when it comes to being competitive. This is someone who's like, I know I have it in the bag. Very interesting energy. So But I'm getting drawn to this devil card too that's at the bottom of the deck. I have a feeling about something, but let us go to what the conscious aspect of this might be before we decide. What's the conscious aspect? Like what's actually, if we want to think of the conscious aspect, we're thinking about what's in the sun right now, what's visible to us. Spirit, thank you for your guidance. What's visible to us about this person who's the King of Swords in reverse, who thinks they are in victory? What is visible to us? We have melting mask. It says here, allow your spirit self to shine through the many roles you fulfill. This could be about someone that you know. A leader. But they're not, how do I want to say? They're not a leader that's well respected. And there's something here about allowing your spirit mask, the melting mask. I'm kind of getting that. There is either, I'm going to go to the unconscious aspect too, because I need to get more of a picture of how you fit into all of this. But someone is being advised by spirit to let their mask melt. So maybe I'm kind of getting here, and we'll see how it kind of moves forward. You have been wearing a mask with this person. You have been hiding your frustrations with this person. You've been hiding your displeasure with this person. Their arrogance. There's somebody who you can't maybe hold it back anymore, how frustrating it is to deal with this person. What's the unconscious aspect, Spirit? Women supporting women. Oh, okay. You know what I'm getting? Let me see at the bottom. Strength and vulnerability is at the bottom here. Spirit's just saying to kind of put that, just take note of that. Someone is in competition with you. And I want to say this. I mean, it's all of my readings are regardless of gender, but in this particular case, because we get women supporting women, I kind of get it. But you know what? This could go across all gender identities. Just take it as someone that you would expect to have sisterhood with, brotherhood with, some kind of kinship. You don't have to be related, but some kind of kinship, something that binds you both together, some community or identity that you share together. This person feels like they need to be in competition with you. This person actually thinks like they're better than you. This person actually, when they move in the same circle as you, they see everything that they do around you as a competition. And frankly, I kind of feel like you've always been the person who's been like, say if it's cultural, you would just be like, okay, if it's cultural, I want to support, all of the people who are part of my culture. I want to make sure that, we're looking out for each other, that we're sharing information with each other. It could be like that. But this women helping women thing, it's really showing me, this might be specifically to someone's case, someone that you would expect would want to be much more in camaraderie with you. I hope I'm saying that word right. It's as if this person doesn't relent, and it's kind of giving me a person who's in their feminine energy, who's also really dominating in the masculine when they come around you. Let me see if I can explain that more clearly. Someone who's in their feminine identity, their energy is very masculine. It's very competitive. It's very much like trying to prove they are the best, needing a lot of outside validation. This is of course toxic masculinity. It's not divine masculinity, but that's their energy. Let me ask Spirit, what is it that, because it's almost as if they're obsessed about something. It's almost as if they have something, it feels very obsessive what they have to prove. There's something about them that feels a little, I don't know, untethered even. Can you say more, Spirit? What is this obsessive quality? Nine of Cups. They see you as someone who's really successful. They see you as someone who gets wish fulfillment in their life. They see you maybe even as someone who gets their wishes fulfilled easily. Lack of a better word, jealousy. But here you are at the bottom. Look at that, Four of Cups. Here you are at the bottom, just kind of, I think you've decided to take this approach because maybe in the beginning they frustrated you a lot. Maybe in the beginning you were just like, what the hell? And now you're kind of just on your own, trying to remain calm. You're not looking for them emotionally. You're just trying to remain calm and centered in your energy. And if that is not where you're at right now, Spirit is suggesting this for you. Just to go out into nature, maybe even meditate. I was attracted to, you might not be able to hear it in the background because I don't want a copyright, but I'm listening to a root chakra healing. That was attractive to me, and it's like the color red and also the sounds that stimulate and balance the root chakra. There's something there for you. Keeping yourself very balanced in this person's energy, because there is something, I don't know about you, but the energy of jealousy really always puts me in a place of imbalance. I don't like dealing with that energy, and it's really hard to put people who have they're like a dog on a bone with something that they're jealous about, and it's just, it takes a lot of energy, right? Expenditure to just ignore someone like that. Let's see what your past self has to say about this. What deck am I going to use? What does your past self have to say about this? Yeah, let's see what your past self has to say. Spirit, what does their past self have to say about it? Yeah, you have got to be okay with being successful and being out in the sun, especially around this person. I don't know if this is like a past act. This is your past action. Your past self was like, your past self has said, there's been times when you've been around this person that you've kind of, done the whole dimming of yourself. Even though people around you are like, oh, collective is so A, B, and C. And you're always just like, oh, let me just put it down because I don't want to deal with this person's energy. And so your past self is saying, no more of that. Allow yourself to be in full success. Allow yourself to be fully visible around this person, regardless of their feelings. There's something that your past self is saying, don't dim your light because they're uncomfortable, because they have a lot of insecurities. That's not your problem. It's not your fault even. What does your present self have to say? Wait for important information. So you have the oracle here. And again, notice that red that's being worn around the oracle's head. A root chakra, again, I'm getting like my attention is being drawn towards that. There is a way in which maybe something that this person's getting ready to do, you need to be more patient right now and not jump to correct something. Spirit is saying they're in the process of letting this person learn a huge lesson around their jealousy. And there's a way in which the way that you react with this person, you're always trying to calm them. And Spirit is saying, don't worry about that. This person needs to learn something. This person actually needs to be in discomfort. Because here's what I'm going to say. This person, Spirit is just pointing this out to me. This person is in a king position. Even though they are reverse, that means this person is a leader. This person actually even potentially has some kind of position that's even, if we're doing something hierarchical, they may have a position that's even higher than yours. They may be your manager. They may be your boss. They may be your boss's boss. You know what I'm saying? They may be your professor. You know, whatever your situation is, this person holds a position that's in a hierarchical structure higher than yours. You may be a student and they're a professor. You know, something that you're doing is getting accolades. Something that you're doing is getting noticed. You may be, you know, someone who's an intern versus someone who's been doing this job for 20 years. Whatever it is, that there, I could see why now you were kind of dimming yourself or deferring to this person, because really in actuality, they should be, Spirit is showing this to me, in actuality, they should be upright, right? They should be claiming their power. They should be fully sitting on their throne with their sword up. But you see what happens when they're in reverse? Their sword is down. Their power is kind of channeling down. It's channeling away from them. And there's no way, this person gets really unstable when they're insecure. And something is... Spirit is saying they see why you have tried to finesse or at least try to play more political in situations with them. But let's see what your future self is saying. Your present self is just waiting for information, which Spirit is right. You know, you just be patient, because something's going to happen where this person trips themselves up. For the future, your future self that has already kind of come out of this situation with this person, they're saying that you want to release and move beyond ancestral patterns. And I'm getting a download here, and this is going to be very specific. Some of you may have talked to one of your parents about what's happening, either at work or at school, or with this leader, wherever it is. Some of you may have talked to an elder in the family, and that elder advised you to just be political. Just don't do anything to set this person off. And there's something in that advice that just made you feel like you had to like inwardly eat a lot of your anger and frustration. And Spirit is advising you that you don't have to take those same pathways that your elders have taken in the past when it came to dealing with people in power who were toxic. Like, Spirit is saying you can move beyond. I want to say specifically, this is somebody's ancestor saying, listen, I've done all that in the past. I don't want my progeny doing this. So you're being even advised by your ancestors to not bow down. That's what I'm hearing. Your ancestors are like, I've done all the bowing down. I've taken all the beatings. You don't have to do that. We're uplifting you so that you can walk on your feet, not on your knees. That's what I'm hearing. Your ancestors are very clear about that right now. They're just like, no, we're not. I guess your ancestors are like, you could do whatever you want to do because free will, right? But they are not condoning that kind of behavior for you. They said that they are protecting you and supporting you. And however, if you want to take this head on, if you want to just be your authentic self, be it. They got you. So what's the lesson here? What is the lesson here? Because there is a lesson that's being learned. Let's see, what is the lesson, Spirit? I mean, I feel like the lesson is out there, but yeah. Interesting. and I'm gonna have to cover this up with my fingers because the person is topless. Bard of Truth. Immediately, without like going to the book, I'm gonna say a bard is someone who's kind of like a spoken word artist and like a modern day singer but the singer, a bard was someone who would go around and sing or tell stories about events that were actually happening. They were kind of like back in the day, they would be someone who would go around telling stories of great battles that were won or great leaders, and this is a person who would tell the story so other people in other villages could know what was going on. There's something here for you about speaking your truth, regardless of what this person is trying to do, because I really feel like their insecurity is trying to shut you down. And Spirit is saying, no, you need to speak your truth. And whenever you're going in whatever circles you're in, do not eclipse yourself. Spirit is saying you need to speak your truth. You need to sing your truth, spoken word. If there's something that you are invited to do and you've been kind of playing it, a little bit neutral, Spirit is saying no more. Like, you're going to receive much more success by being your authentic self. Let's see what if there was like a past life connection to this lesson, because the lesson is about always being your authentic self, right? Wild West, cowboy, settler, indigenous person. You can imagine in the Wild West, there were lots of vying for power. You had indigenous people trying to protect their land. You had people so-called moving forward to pioneer something. You can imagine there was a lot of people trying to take power away from other people who maybe didn't have the same weapons as somebody else, didn't have the same like armies behind them. And there was a way in which maybe at some points they felt like they had to do things to keep themselves safe. But there was also those people who went to war, right? They went to war with these like settlers and pioneers and all these folks because they had to protect their families, their communities, and their land. In the past, you were in such a situation, living in the complexities of a changing landscape and figuring out how to keep things safe for maybe your family, for your community. But, yeah. That's coming up as just that familiar feeling inside of you when you're dealing with this person in the present day. There's something, that feeling of playing politics and feeling frustrated by it because it's not your true authentic voice. So yeah, that's the past lesson. What is it that you need to know? What else do you need to know? Let's just ask Spirit in these last few minutes. What is it that you really need to know? I mean, how, Spirit, can they, address this person? Well, the message has been to speak your truth, to tell your truth. But what else, Spirit? Eight of Pentacles. Keep your head down. Keep doing your work. Keep doing you. Keep working on your success. This person is a distraction. And you know, this is Two of Swords here. If you've been thinking, okay, I need to make a decision about leaving, or maybe you need to make some kind of decision that would take you out of this person's energy, Spirit is saying here that, yeah, weigh your options. Don't move so quickly that you put yourself in a position that's not in your best benefit. Think about this carefully. Do the research. Don't make decisions with a blindfold on. Quite literally, don't make a decision with the blindfold on. Yeah, there's a way in which you could idealize a particular decision because you just want to be out of this person's energy, but it may not be, I'm hearing from Spirit, it may not be the right move for you. And maybe that's where this card was coming in. Wait for important information. There's something here where they don't want you to make a rash decision because this person is putting a lot of pressure on you. They want you to make decisions that are going to be from your best benefit. You know, like say you want to move jobs, but this other new job that is not offering benefits, or it's, you know, like it's lacking in something. Spirit doesn't want you to take something that's lacking, that's going to put you in a position that's going to have you struggling. They say that you have time, but wait, focus on rooting yourself. Again, that red is calling to me. Root yourself, ground yourself, meditate. Don't worry about this person. This person has no power. That's what I'm hearing from Spirit. What's the closing message, Spirit? Let's see what the closing message is. Let's try this deck. What's the closing message, Spirit? Spirit's like, you're supported. You're protected. Your ancestors are like, we got you. Yeah, see, Page of Swords. We got you. Don't be rash. Spirit and spirit guides, your ancestors, they're looking out for you. They want you to make the very best decision, logical decision for yourself. Yeah, the Wheel of Fortune, look at that, upright and everything. It turns in your direction. You are going to get an offer that is just right for you. Not an offer that comes with some caveats, not an offer that's kind of what you want and not what you want. No, this offer is going to be 100% what you want, but there may be some kind of time delay. There may be something where you need to be more patient. You can, Spirit's like, you can deal with this person just a little bit longer. Yeah, look at that. 10 of Cups. So, you know, you're going to get that fulfillment. You're going to end this cycle, and you're going to move to a place where your work and yourself is really respected and honored, and you don't have to play down your talents and your skills and your wisdom. You don't have to play that down. So that's the closing message. Like, Spirit's like, we got you. Knight of Pentacles. That offer is coming in, but you know, Knight of Pentacles is a little bit slow. It's slower sometimes, but it's coming in. The full package is coming in towards you. And just be patient and wait for it, or at least, you know, search it out. You know, not just come to the decision on the first offer you have. There's an offer that's better. That's what Spirit is saying. So there you go, honeys. I'm gonna end it here because I really believe that you know what to do going forward, and of course rely on your own divine inner wisdom. But this is what I got for you. If you like the way that I read, please consider subscribing and liking this video and commenting below if this resonated with you. Maybe with I like for prosperity, I like the number 333. For prosperity, I also like the number 10 and even 1010. So comment below those numbers or just whatever you wish to comment. Thanks so much, my honeys. Take care.